Dearly beloved Pastafarians, whose free Roman spirits gather today in the sight of the flying spaghetti monster and his noodly appendages, let us raise our heads or don our tricorns and colanders and give thanks for the blessings of pasta, piratehood, and the wisdom to avoid honey badgers. Ramen. So ahoy, me mates and fellow Pastafarians, Jolly Friday. Today, we gather to celebrate a most sacred of days, Honey Badger Avoidance Day. Now, ye might be wondering, what does a honey badger have to do with the holy teachings of the FSM? Well, let me tell you, this day is not just about avoiding a small, ferocious creature that cares not for the rules of nature. Nay, it's a metaphor for navigating the treacherous waters of life with the wisdom of a pirate and the grace of an al dente noodle. A parable. Once upon a time in the golden age of piracy, there was a brave and noodly pirate named Captain Linguini. Captain Linguini was known far and wide for his courage, his love of spaghetti, and his uncanny ability to avoid trouble, especially the kind that came in the form of a honey badger. One day, while sailing the seven saucy seas, Captain Linguini and his crew found themselves on an island rumored to be infested with honey badgers. Now, honey badgers, as ye may know, are fearless. They don't care. They'll take on lions, snakes, and even pirates without a second thought. But Captain Linguini, wise in the ways of the FSM, knew that bravery doesn't mean seeking out unnecessary danger. He gathered his crew and he said, "Listen up, you scurvy dogs. Today we honor the FSM by avoiding the honey badger, not because we're afraid, but because we're smart. We're pirates, not fools." And so they tiptoed about the island during their brief stay on the island, leaving the honey badgers to their business, and sailed away with their ship intact and their colanders gleaming in the sun. The moral of the story is, my dear Pastafarians, life is full of honey badgers. They're the unnecessary risks, the pointless arguments, the distractions that don't serve our noodly purpose. As followers of the FSM, we are called to live boldly, but not recklessly. We're pirates, charting our own course through the saucy seas of life, but we must also be wise enough to know when to avoid the honey badgers. The FSM teaches us to embrace joy, creativity, and freedom, but he also reminds us to use our noodly wisdom. After all, what good is a pirate who's been mauled by a honey badger? Not much, I can tell you. So, on this sacred day of honey badger avoidance, let us raise our mugs of grog or our bowls of spaghetti and make a solemn vow to live fearlessly, not foolishly, to sail boldly, but to steer clear of unnecessary trouble, and to always honor the FSM by keeping our colanders and our tricorns firmly on our heads. Let us go forth, me hearties, and avoid the honey badgers of life with the grace of a pirate and the wisdom of a well-cooked noodle. Ramen. May the flying spaghetti bless ye with his noodly appendage. May your pasta always be al dente, and may ye navigate the seas of life with the courage of a pirate and the sense to avoid honey badgers. Go in peace, and may the sauce be with you. Let us pray. Quab be my captain, I shall not want. He maketh me to float in salt water. He steereth me through glassy seas. He filleth me bowl. He steereth me through the straits of noodliness for goodness sake. Aye, Though I sail through the heavings of tempestuous waters, I will fear not sinking, for thou art with me. Thy mast and thy rudder, they comfort me. Thou preparest a feast before me in the presence of me mates. Thou quenchest my thirst with grog. My goblet runneth over. Truly, pasta and grog abide with me all the days of me life, and I shall dwell in the galley of the quab forever. Ramen. Aye, aye. Thank you, mate.